People in the U.S. Gulf Coast are waking up to damaged homes, flooded streets and no electricity. That's after Hurricane Ida made landfall near New Orleans as a Category 4 storm late on Sunday. Ida has since been downgraded to a tropical storm. Forecasters are warning, though, that the danger isn't over. More flooding is expected as the storm moves north. Phil Lavelle is live for us in New Orleans. So what does the aftermath look like there now?
To be honest, Sammy, it depends where in New Orleans you are. So here in the French Quarter, where we're on higher ground, it's not so bad. I mean, there are tiles that fell, there are signs that fell. There's a bit of a mess here, considering there was a Category 4 hurricane here 12 hours ago, but it's relatively okay. And because the temperatures are quite warm and it's quite humid, the water, like the river that we had yesterday, which was a road, became a river, has now pretty much gone. It's when you get outside the metropolitan area to those suburban areas that there are real issues. For example, there's a place called Lafitte, which is about 50 minutes drive or so from central New Orleans. We are told that there are 200 people trapped there, according to the mayor, who says they are in imminent danger. And the big issue that we've got, as well as the flooding, is the fact that there is no power. And this is more than just an inconvenience. This is a life-threatening situation. You know, the power went off citywide last night at about 6 o'clock. So right as the storm hit, the worst possible time, it was getting dark. Nobody could see. Obviously, people couldn't go outside. And we are told that the power could be off for weeks. There's 1 million+ people without any electricity. They're calling it a catastrophic transmission failure. That's the technical term, although the boss of the power company has said the grid is 100% smashed because of down power lines, down telephone lines. The problem is that people are trapped in their homes. This is Louisiana. It's summer, it is humid, it is very hot, and people can't keep their homes cool. There may be people with medical conditions who couldn't leave, who need to try to keep cool. They can't. They can't keep their food secure because their food will spoil very quickly in this heat. And we were told you have to have at least 72 hours worth of food and water. It's also affecting infrastructure, the pumps, they get rid of the water. Some of those have been affected by the power outage because not everywhere has access to generators. That means that some people are without clean running water. It's also affected hospitals, ICU units, which are treating COVID patients. Remember, Louisiana is in the midst of its 4th wave. Things are really bad here in that sense alone. They couldn't get any energy. And some businesses do have generators. I mean, you can probably hear a few of them in the background. But then you've got people who are relying on their cell phones to communicate with the outside world. They've got no internet because there's no Wi-Fi, because there's no power. So they're using their phones. They're telling emergency services where they are because the 911 lines have been down as well at various points. They're using their phones, but the cellular networks are down in some places as well. So their phones will be searching for signals. They're going to be doing it in the hot temperatures, hot weather. Bad signals are 2 things that kill batteries very quickly on mobile phones. So they've got limited time, and there are people trapped in these homes. So the only way that people can really be discovered is by driving around, if you can get to them, or from the air. So that's what people are looking for. But for those trapped, this is a very dangerous situation still, even though the storm has passed.
All right, well, thanks for that update. Stay safe. Thanks so much, Phil Lavelle.